Alright, I'm back. I decided to do a quick journal update, my art journal update. Hang on, let me get to the page. That's the last page I shared with y'all, and then I did this one. It just looked kind of oceany, and I've got some funky looking jellyfish that look like they have, I don't know, lights on inside. And I put life began in an ocean, grew in a garden, and covered this planet. And those I did on the 10th and the 11th. Then I did some Zentangle, which I think I'm going to get a very small sketchbook and a set of different sized black archiver type pens to keep in a bag in the car for when we're traveling, because this is something I can do and talk with my husband at the same time, and a small pad and some pens would just be ideal. And then the next page I decided to join in the collage adventure that Jane has begun, and I've got black gelatos with regular Crayola crayons as the colors in there. Then I just took some clippings out of some Good Housekeeping and Ladies Home Journal. And this is the funny part. This is Pink's face, and this is her arms from a different article. So I just thought that was funny. And then I just painted, I did her eyes. I painted her eyes and gave her some wild pink hair off to the side here. This was actually a piece of jewelry that I just kind of turned, and it makes her look kind of like a board. But and then I did Zentangle with a white paint pen, and that was done a couple days ago. Let's see, the 12th. And then these two pages are just playing around, making a background. I'll add something else to it at a later date. Maybe I'll put a saying in, or maybe I'll just journal on it and write out, feelings on a certain day. I was just playing with paint and seeing what I could do with different brushes that I have. Now this page is just, these two are just another shared background. What I did though is I globbed some yellow paint and did drops of red, and then I just closed the book after I painted it green. Well, it pulled a chunk out of this page and put it on this page, but it gave it kind of an interesting texture. So I'm going to say I'm happy with it, and I will come back and I will do something to these pages at a later date. Now, I did another 2-page spread on the next when I turned the page, and then I did some collage, and it got a little crazy. But I'm okay with that. It's a learning process, right? Okay, be prepared. Don't be scared. Here it is. And like I said, it got crazy. She's got a crown made out of a bunch of flowers, and then I squiggled in some hair, and she's got somebody else's body and somebody else's mouth, and I just played and played, and that's all there was to it on this 2-page spread. And I painted, the hyacinths were just like this in this cup, and I just went crazy, and I added, where I didn't cut out the white paper here, I did some Zentangle with a black, I think I did it with black paint that time, with a very small paintbrush. And then I've painted over the hydrangeas, not hydrangeas. What are these? Hyacinths. And and they've got a little bit of glitter paint on them, and I've used all kinds of acrylic paint. The Sharpie pen I use to write out here is actually an oil-based paint pen. And basically I just went over it all with different things. I gave the pig, he was just too cute not to use, ladybug rain boots. And the elephant, I added the saddle on him. He was in an article, and I just thought it turned out really cute. I think it was in Ladies Home Journal. But you don't have to have a lot of supplies. If you've got someone that reads a lot of magazines, or you know, a beauty shop or a doctor's office or something that's wanting to get rid of some old ones, just ask them. I mean, if they're ready to get rid of them, they've had them forever, they'll be glad for you to take them off their hands, and you'll be recycling. So ask around. You know, if you've got a neighbor and she reads them and then she throws them away, that's like free art supplies when it comes to collage. So just jump in. If you want to do an art journal, just do it with whatever you have on hand. I mean, I've got acrylic paints and some Sharpie paint pens for the most part, and Crayola crayons, you know, basic supplies. And then just cutting some things out of a magazine with some scissors. Everybody has scissors. And then Elmer's glue. You can even get the Dollar General brand, you know, glue. I mean, this is just a place to play. Think about it like that. Not as something you're going to, you know, I'm sharing this with y'all because I want you to know that I am not a professional artist. I am just having fun. This is meant to be fun. It's meant to be a place to put your feelings, as far as, you know, if you're struggling with something, if you start creating, I'm telling you, it makes such a world of difference in your life if you just express yourself. And your art is going to look totally different than mine or Jane's or anybody else on YouTube. You have to let the products or the materials that you have on hand speak to you. Just let them show you what you need to do. Because, like I said, I am not an artist. This is just absolutely the most fun 2 pages I've done so far. So, don't wait any longer. Just play. Have fun. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox of artism. And I just had to share these with y'all. I think the second page is more of my favorite because it includes the animals and the flowers. I don't care too much about makeup and stuff like that because I don't wear makeup. But the animals and the plants and everything, they just speak to me, and I'm finding they really help with the way my pages turn out. So go for it. Thanks for watching and listening to me blab on.